A leader is someone who is influential. Such a person might use that influence to either get one person or to get multiple people to act in ways that lead to outcomes. The obvious examples of leadership include our political leaders and our business leaders. Less obvious examples of leadership include our teachers, our parents, our mentors, and our role models. Your influence is what makes you a leader, and you have that influence because when people observe you, they believe that your knowledge and your capabilities will lead to their survival and prosperity. It's that simple. People follow your lead because they believe it to be beneficial for themselves. People select you as their leader because they believe that their best chance at survival and thriving exists under your lead. It doesn't matter if you are being voted in by the people that you will lead or if you're being given the title by the people who you will report to. When people select you to be a leader, they're doing so with their own benefit in mind. You are the revered and effective leader because you already know how to survive, because you already know how to thrive, and because you are fully satisfied with what you have already created. As a result, you have the clarity that enables you to influence and lead people effectively. Your first step in becoming a leader is to think the desire all the way through. What kind of leadership role do you want? Why do you want it? What will life feel like when you are that leader? Knowing your answers keep you feeling certain of the reasons why you do the things that you do, and your answers keep you certain that you're on the path that you want to be on. I obviously cannot hear your answers, but I can share some of my own. When thinking about the leadership roles that I have desired and held, I wanted those roles because I believed in my ability to see the talent in groups of people, and I knew that I could organize those people in such a way that kept them feeling fulfilled and productive. The result would be exceptional outcomes for that organization of people, and that success would make my life feel amazing. And then, of course, there's the prestige and compensation that comes with particular leadership roles. There's also a perception of freedom and choice that comes with leadership roles. Quite often, when people think of leadership roles, they're naturally compelled by that perceived freedom, choice, prestige, and compensation. But this can't be the primary reason for being a leader. Freedom, choice, prestige, compensation, these are all enticing because they support our basic human needs. The compensation is for survival and thriving. The freedom and choice maximizes a person's appreciation of life, and that appreciation causes a person to feel that they are thriving. And the prestige of a leadership role satisfies the basic human need to be held in high regard. Leadership roles do support our human needs, but a leader cannot be reliant upon the title, the compensation, the prestige, and the choices in order to have their human needs met. A leader's human needs must be met regardless of their leadership status. If you're relying on the prestige, if you're relying on the compensation, etc., your performance as a leader will be hindered. Your human needs have to be fully satisfied first. When your needs are satisfied, you are thriving. Your thriving is what draws the attention, appreciation, and the trust of the people who will select you as the leader. Given this information, if you're presently seeking out a leadership role, I recommend the following strategy. Grow your influence by maximizing the satisfaction of your own human needs. Know the value that you bring to an organization of people and know how your leadership skill will enable the organizational mission. Know the value of the people within your organization and cultivate your ability to communicate. If you're going to be an effective leader, you need influence. There are numerous ways to gain influence, but the most effective means for gaining influence is to prosper. All anyone ever wants is to prosper and to be happy. When people observe you prospering, as people observe your happiness and satisfaction, they're going to want to know how you do it, and they will be willing to follow your recommendations. That is influence. Prospering within your organization only means appreciating your role, your environment, and your existing outcomes. When you know your strengths and you use your strengths to help the organization thrive, you will feel amazing. You'll be prospering within the organization, and at that point, you will have gained influence. Your next step will be to know the value of the other people within your organization. For the purpose of this strategy, consider that there are two sides to every person that you will ever meet. There is the side that includes everything that a person gets right, and there's the side that includes everything that a person needs to improve. People improve on their own. Yeah, they can be influenced, but people decide when and how they will improve. As a leader, you will be best positioned when you draw from the side of people that includes everything that they already do well. If you find that one of your people needs to improve, you influence them to improve with an outward showing of appreciation for what they're already doing well, in combination with a showing of how they benefit if they improve upon a particular skill. When you do this, as you talk to them and treat them like a valued part of the organization, they will be influenced to improve. You're best positioned to see and appreciate the value of the people within your organization during any moment that you are already seeing and appreciating your own value to the organization. The final part of this strategy is to always further improve your ability to communicate. Whatever the agenda is, it's important to let people know exactly what is happening and why. People need to know how they will benefit from the desired outcomes. People are more likely to be energized and productive when there's an approximate timeline for completion. Finally, when specifying tasks and outcome, people need to know how each task and outcome leads to the successful completion of the agenda. And just as you want to know the details of what's happening, the people that you lead also want to know the details. Details are empowering because they minimize rumors and they maximize engagement. When people have the details, they are more likely to feel emotionally connected to the agenda, and as such, they will maximize their performance. Thrive, build influence, know the value of the people around you, and communicate. That's how you gain your leadership title. That's how you maximize your outcomes as a leader. Sending good vibes.